In this video, we're going to be talking about toning with Olaplex. So my hair has been looking like a disaster. It was bleached, I put purple on it, and now it's looking like green and red and just terrible. So let's get started because I don't like the way this looks. I'm going to go in with the Joico Lumishine toner in 6NA, and this is my favorite toner. This is the developer. This is in 5%, and it goes with the same brand. It's from Joico. And I'm going to go in with Olaplex number 1, and then I'm going to do Olaplex number 2 as a conditioning treatment. So these two go together. The whole point of this is to make my hair super shiny, vibrant, and very healthy. Like I said, it was bleached, and so it is in very, very bad shape. You're going to need a bowl and a brush or a toner bottle, a pair of gloves, a towel, color safe towel preferably, a couple of clips and a couple of combs and a mirror. I'm also going to be using a scale. You can also use a toner bottle, but I love a scale. It's the best. I took off my earrings and now I'm just putting the towel around my neck to protect my clothes. The Joico toner and developer are 1-to-1 ratio, which means that whatever you put, regardless of how much you put in the bowl or in the toner bottle, it has to be 1-to-1 ratio. So you can put as much as you want. You can do whatever you want to measure. You can use a tablespoon if you want to measure. So I'm just going in with my toner and I'm just kind of eyeballing how much I'm going to need, and I'm thinking this is going to be too little, so I eyeballed it to 12 grams, and now I'm going in with a developer, so I need 24 because 12 and 12 is 24. Now I went a little bit over, but I did go back in with the toner and I added a little bit more. It was a little bit messy because I was holding the camera in my left hand and trying to do this with my right hand, so it was a little bit of a mess, but I did fix it off camera. This looks like it was an extra gram, but sometimes the scale just doesn't pick it up, but that's totally fine. I know it's going to be perfect. So going in with the Olaplex number 1, and I'm so excited about this because it makes such a huge difference when you use Olaplex with the toner. So recommended amount is just about 2 milliliters. I think I used about 1 milliliter. You don't want to use too much Olaplex because they always say less is more. So putting on my gloves and now I'm mixing it in using my Framar brush. I love this brush because I just find it just does the job, and this is so satisfying just mixing it in. I love the smell of toner. Now dividing up the back of my hair from the front, because the back of my head is very high density. I have a lot of hair in the back and I'm just going to slap it on. There is really no method to my madness. I've done this before on myself, so I know how to do my own hair, and I know that my hair is super dry and the toner is going to absorb very fast, and I just needed a little bit extra time to apply the product. I'm going to comb it through in a minute, but you'll notice that I do go through it a lot. I took out a lot of footage of putting in the product because as soon as I put it on my hair, it just absorbed it so quickly because it's so dry. Like I said, it's been bleached before. So the back is now pretty much done and I have to comb it through. So I have to make sure that the scalp is saturated. I like to start at the scalp, I smush the color in, and then I comb it through, and whatever excess, it can go into the ends of the hair. And that's how I would do it at the salon. I would start at the roots and then just comb it through very easily. I have very fine hair, very thin hair. Brushing the color through and massaging it into my hair doesn't take a long time. I can generally feel when my hair is fully saturated with the hair color. So don't forget to get your hairline. It's very important. Even though it's going to be blended in, it's important that everything is just blended in perfectly from the roots all the way to the end. So I'm massaging the color into my hair just to make sure I get it completely saturated and I haven't missed any spots. So then we let the toner process for 20 minutes, and while that's happening, the Olaplex number 1 is also working to strengthen the hair. So I just washed my hair, just rinsed it out, and now I'm going to go in with the Olaplex number 2. So the Olaplex number 2 always goes after Olaplex number 1. This is the professional brand, and this is how I would do it for my clients in the salon. It's basically a conditioning, strengthening treatment, but it's not a conditioner. So we will have to rinse it in 10 minutes, and it's amazing styling because the number one Olaplex treatment has been working for 20 minutes. The toner sat on the hair for 20 minutes, and then I rinsed out the Olaplex number two, and now it's time for styling. I'm using a blow dry lotion that is meant to be strengthening from Numa, and I'm blow drying my hair. Using a blow dry lotion really protects your hair from the elements. So if you're going to blow dry your hair a lot, you really need a heat protectant, something that's going to really protect your hair and put strength back into your hair as well as shine. So this is the finished result. I really like the way that the hair is blended. It's not perfect. I'm not a colorist, I'm a hair cutting specialist, but you can see there's no demarcation lines. It's not as red or this kind of weird greenish tint that I had from before. Toners blend really beautifully and they fade really beautifully. So over time, my hair is going to fade over a few washes. I would say maybe 10 washes or something like that, maybe longer. My hair always takes darker, which is the reason I used an NA, which is natural ash. It cools down the hair, so it takes away any warmth in the hair, and that's the reason I chose that color. I like the way this looks. I'm sure if my colorist was gonna do the color, she would do a different, much better job, but this was the color that I had on hand. So using Olaplex over time as you get your hair colored, or if you're toning your own hair, or if you can only get your hands on Olaplex number 3, it will make your hair stronger and shinier and just way healthier over time, especially if you are trying to grow out your hair, if you have fine hair and you just need to add strength to your hair. So I look forward to doing more tutorials for you guys as my hair grows out into a bob from a pixie. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.